The titanium versus steel hammer debate has been going around and around on my job site for years now. The questions all circle around whether titanium hammers are simply worth the cost, and which is sometimes 4 or 5 times more than a steel hammer. And do they really prevent injuries? So I've done a little bit of research, guys, and here's my 2 cents on the topic, the debate. Titanium transfers energy more efficiently, and the major attraction of it is a titanium hammer offers less vibration at a reduced weight than steel. Titanium as a metal has the same strength as steel, even more, with 45% less weight and less vibration. Some hammer manufacturers even say 10 times less vibration. So let's talk a little bit about hammer performance. Titanium hammers weigh in the same as their steel counterparts while still delivering that same amount of power to the head of that nail, which frankly is impressive. So the reduction in weight makes for a great argument that the user is going to experience less fatigue over the course of the day, week, months, job, whatever. But let's not forget about recoil shock. Reduction in recoil shock vibration is another great feature of titanium. Probably the best feature in my opinion. This was the argument that got my attention. Less damage to the body is a great retirement plan. When researching hammers, I looked into what's called swing energy. The lighter titanium hammer also gives users or allows users to obtain 97% of their hammer swing going to that nail, compared to 70% when using a regular steel hammer. The results is a more efficient nailing. Whether you want to believe it or not, you're able to swing it faster and come down onto the nail. Now, steel hammers still live on the job sites today. Many carpenters prefer them, and one of my guys is even still using one. And it's because they cost way less. And they have what folks call better knockdown power. But you know, the knockdown power argument is a little bit of a moot point. We all know that heavier hammers are always going to be more effective at pounding in framing members or beams into place, or even moving a partition wall into position. Well, when it comes to demo work, I don't buy the heavier hammer argument, and I'll tell you why. Our goal should be to protect our bodies, and especially when doing demo work, we should be learning or training ourselves not to swing hammers in directions that your elbow's not designed to move. So there's a huge difference between nailing and wailing a hammer. And what I mean by that is, an open elbow natural swing versus like a baseball swing trying to break something out with a hammer. We've all done it. You know you've done it. I've done it. We want to avoid wailing things because we're going to hurt our arm and elbows. We want to move in a natural direction, which will help prevent injuries. Let's talk about, on average, titanium dampens vibrations up to 10 times better than high carbon steels. But that doesn't take into account that some high priced steel hammers are now optimized and designed better. And today's higher end steel hammers, they are performing better in this vibration category in that there is better steel used, they use better hammers, and all of these features help dampen vibration and recoil. How much better a titanium hammer is over a steel hammer really does come down to probably 3 factors: the hammer head metal, the handle material, and the hammer design. And let's talk about handles for a minute because that's often overlooked when folks talk about hammers. Hickory handles are stronger than synthetic material and also have great benefit of less vibration. I like a hickory handle on my finish hammer. Wood obviously transfers less vibration than metal. We all know that. And some fiberglass handles have like a core in them, or a glass-filled nylon, thermoplastic rubber oval molded handle. And all of these things, like the oval mold handle and the nylon core, have been designed to reduce vibration. And these are all good features that we're starting to see in these steel hammers that are coming out now. But if you really want to test your hammer versus a titanium hammer, a recoil test, the true test to appreciate vibration differences is to take a titanium hammer and a steel hammer and to strike them on the ground, boom, at the same time, simultaneously on a concrete floor. You only have to do this once to appreciate the vibration recoil protection of titanium. Look, titanium wins here. It offers excellent vibration dampening and is a lighter weight metal, which obviously translates into a lighter or easier swing with less fatigue and less impact on your nerves, tendons, and elbow, wrist, all that in your arm. Using a titanium hammer makes sense to me, and especially when I start to think about my own injuries and guys that I know in my town and on the job sites that are in what I call survival mode. And survival mode means these guys are the guys that have to take Vicodin or ibuprofen just to keep the pain and swelling down enough to get through the day and get paid and keep working. And that's kind of sad. My takeaway in this whole thing is that titanium versus steel argument is that titanium's primarily ergonomic benefit is less recoil. It's better for your body, with less fatigue, that swing that I talked about, being a secondary benefit. I'm Rob Robillard, and I know this wasn't a tool review, guys, more of an editorial video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, and please consider subscribing to the video channel. See you next time.